And are stronger. I'm not very strong. So, poets, if you start talking, your time will start, so you get fucked. Don't do this. That being said, this is a sacrificial poem, so I don't care. I just wanted to perform a piece a week ago. This guy that I never met died, but it was strangely important to me, and you'll see why in a moment. But yeah, so this is in honor of Michael Clarke Duncan, who is a giant man who's no longer with us. I know that guys don't talk about this shit, but I like hugs. I like them a lot. I think everybody does, but I especially like hugs from guys. And not some kissy-face, A-frame socialite bullshit. We're talking an arms wide, come to daddy, Kodiak mauling your jam-covered body hug. If there's nothing like getting wrapped up by an enormous black man who at any point in time can crush your bones into powder. If you're like me and you can't afford a Volvo, that's where you should go if you want to feel safe. And I know the guys don't talk about this shit, but sometimes I fantasize about Michael Clarke Duncan. You know that guy from The Green Mile, or any other movie necessitating a giant black man. I dream about meeting him one day at a grocery store, or at Denny's, or outside his house where I've been camping for a while. I mean, like, hey Michael, Mr. Clarke Duncan! I really dig your movies. That scene where you all big and said stuff all ruh, ruh, ruh. That was awesome. You know, since you're just buying a whole pig or eating 3 Grand Slams or calling the cops or whatever it is you're doing in my fantasy, I was wondering if you'd be willing to do me a favor. And he'd be like, well, Shane. And I don't know how he knows my name. He just does. He'd be like, well, Shane, I'd love to. What does he like me to do for you? And then I'd grab the step stool that I keep with me at all times for just such an occasion, and I'd step up and I'd stare deep into his eyes so that he'd know I wasn't creepy. I'd be like, Mike, life is hard. A lot of bad shit's happened, and I know I don't gotta tell you what with Daredevil and all, but I was just wondering if you'd be willing to do me a favor. Give me a hug, tell me everything's gonna be fine, and then I'll be out of your hair, your massive bald head, and he'd give me that smile that's so big on the movie screen but has to be bigger in real life. And he'd pick me up off the ground, and just to be nice, he'd make it seem like it took a little effort, you know, he'd be in that lifting sort of noise, and he'd say, don't worry, kid. Things will be just fine. And then he'd go back to the checkout line, or the vinyl booth, or his giant castle in the Cloud Kingdom, and I'd go home feeling better. And I know the guys don't talk about this shit, but it has been a rough year, and I'm scared of just about everything, and I'm lonely and in love, and not in that cool reciprocal sort of way. And sometimes I just want to feel safe and protected, and all those other things that as a man I'm supposed to be. And I guess that in those moments when I was wrapped up by my brother or my dad or my best friend after the gut-wrenching twist of life's casual tragedies, that's how I felt. I don't know where I got big and black from. Something about that makes it seem better, right? So in a pinch, Shaq or Mr. T will do, but for now, I'ma hold out, cross my fingers and wait for Mike to respond to my letter. And until then, I'm accepting hugs from anyone who's offering.